good, y'all? It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talks, TC Fitness. Gladly here with all my people. Back at it again with a new YouTube video. So, I'm downtown in the city. It's beautiful out here today. And I'm about to get back on the Uber app in a few. So I told myself, why not just make a video? I ain't going nowhere, bruh. I know I said the other day that I was gonna think about taking a break from YouTube, and because of, I guess, my analytics not really being where I want it to be, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay. I don't have control over the YouTube algorithm. I only have control over what I post and me being consistent and me showing up. So I had to talk with myself a little bit earlier, and I let myself know that you got to run this like a business, because it is a business. You need to contribute more and take it more serious, because it can change your financial life. I'm not trying to do Uber for the rest of my life, even though Uber is a business too. But you feel me? Like, I want to keep teaching people about the stock market, turn my YouTube channel into a full-time business and keep stacking my assets. Because you could run a business and your business could be running slow, but if you got money working for you, you're making money in your sleep, I think you'll be okay. And I've been watching a lot of Richard Fain. I've been watching a lot of his videos on YouTube. They're very, very informational, and most people don't realize that the whole purpose of this matrix is to take as much money away from you as they can, keep you constantly working for money but never having money work for you, and having you live in fear. Most people live in fear, which is the lowest vibration that you can vibrate on. And most people don't realize that fear itself is an illusion. Unless your life is in danger, you don't gotta live in fear. You know what I'm saying? And I was letting myself know this too. I'm like, listen, you got what you asked for. You left the USPS, right? You wasn't happy there. You wanted to step into entrepreneurship. So now you got to take what comes along with it. You got to roll with the punches. You got to deal with the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows. So like I said, you got exactly what you asked for. Can't complain. There is no turning back. And I always told myself I will keep on investing my money, because listen, man, I'll do whatever it takes to not go back to the W-2 system. I was not happy. They set a cap on your income. You don't have no real time freedom. Yeah, you get a paycheck, which is very, very important. But like I tell y'all often, most people aren't happy at their W-2 jobs. I wasn't happy, nor was I satisfied. And, I value my time. I'm never going to allow somebody else to ever determine how much my time is worth ever again, bro. I'm not doing that. And I know y'all say never say never. But a lot of these employers, they don't value your time. They don't value you. They value what you can do for the company. And if you guys didn't know, Meta, the company Meta, you guys use Facebook. They fired 8,000 people. It was their first set of layoffs. Hold on, I got something in my eye. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it was their first set of layoffs. So most people, look at this. It's cool. This is mad cool. Most people still, think that their job is safe and I guess living in la la land as if AI isn't here when it is. And there's more layoffs to come. So the working class has to move with a strategy. Even with me being an entrepreneur and doing Uber, I still got to move with a strategy, bro. I'm no different than y'all, bro. I just have to create a job for myself. Still got responsibilities. I still got bills I got to take care of. Like life just don't stop and I'm just like on the beach making money because I'm an entrepreneur. Like, nah, it don't work like that. You still got to put in the work. You still got to make some type of capital, right? Generate some type of capital and move differently, So even for my entrepreneurs out there, y'all better be investing, bro. Like we can make, like, I get it, we get into entrepreneurship so that there's no cap on the amount of money we can make. But guess what? It's way more responsibility, right? Most of the time, if you don't work, you ain't gonna make no money. And if you ain't investing, you're cooked. But 9 times out of 10, as human beings, when we make more money, what do we tend to do? We tend to spend more money. And most people don't, delay their gratification. But you guys already know that's something that I've been practicing for years. A delayed gratification, and that has helped me out tremendously. But whether you're working class or you're an entrepreneur, we need to be preparing for the world that we are entering, right? Excuse me. We need to see the world for what it is. Stop pretending like things aren't happening when they are happening. And you need to try your best to start owning these companies that are literally taking over the world, bro. Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Google. Own some real estate in your portfolio. These are things that we got to do, bro, because the world is changing. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save me. You can't look for a savior. You shouldn't want to look for a savior anyway. Be grateful if you have, a roof over your head and food in your fridge, and, just be grateful for what you do have. Make sure you're capitalizing off of these times, because you're going to have some people that live strictly in fear and they don't take no type of risk. And then you're going to have the people that take the positive risk, and you never know what can happen, because nobody can tell you what direction the stock market is going to go to. Nobody is a genie, The stock market is ran off of human emotion and the news, right? So they just say Armor's face one day sits there and says, oh, the war is over. Guess what? The stock market is going to go crazy. The stock market is going to punch even more all-time highs. But let him say something negative, guess what? The stock market may take. But it's a constant journey of buyers and sellers, So, me, I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to keep stacking. Regardless, Because I know that that's helping me create a buffer. Because you can have slow months, bro, in your business. You could have slow months.
Yeah, I know.
Guess what? You still got a buffer. So, like, that's the thing with entrepreneurship, bro. Like, you can have slow months, bro. That's bound to happen. You can have slow weeks. But once again, if you got the money working for you 24/7, bro, I think you will be all right. So it's just seeing the world for what it is. Taking the positive risk. Moving with a strategy, moving smarter. And staying in a creative state, But I also told myself that too. I said, yo, we gotta keep creating, bro. We have to, right? We got the time freedom to do so now, so there ain't no excuses, bro. You took yourself out of a toxic environment. You took the leap of faith. God is showing you what you need to see. Now you need to maintain your internal power and enjoy the process, bro. Enjoy the process. You can't fake this thing in life, bro. You can't fake energy. You can't fake frequency. You can't fake vibrations. All of that stuff is very, very real. You know? So with that being said, make sure y'all taking care of yourself, protecting your energy, protecting your mind. You stacking assets and getting rid of liabilities. You know? You're living below your means and you're focusing on making more money and keeping it and multiplying that. Alright? Nobody's coming to save you. Ever. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. And leave me some comments below.